It's my birthday! Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Sally and I am a mixed media artist in Australia. And if you're not new here, welcome back! Ages ago, I designed my own colouring pages. I sell them on my Etsy shop, which is linked down in the description box down below. And I got a notification from Etsy the other day saying that the visibility was limited because there wasn't enough photos. And I realized I didn't have any photos on the listings of them actually colored in, which sounds kind of crazy, and it's such a simple thing to add. So today we are going to color in my 3 coloring pages in 3 different ways. So let's go. I'm using a cardstock to print on because I wanted to do different kinds of media to colour in. So the cardstock, which is a 210 GSM, prints really beautifully and it holds up to markers and paint markers and that sort of thing. So that's why I decided to print on the cardstock. And so I've got 3 different colouring pages. I've got Aussie, Lana Del Rey and Amy Winehouse. And I had initially had the idea that I was going to do a new set every month. And I have done none since these ones. Although, in saying that, my wonderful Ko-fi members who I adore are getting a set of Showgirls colouring pages. They don't know it yet, so this is a little secret that I'm revealing. But they're going to get a download link to some Showgirls colouring pages that they can print at home and colour, and that can go along with the zine that they're receiving this month. I know I've talked about it a lot and I've been doing lots of artwork for it, but I'm really excited about this zine, and making the zines every month has been such a wonderful way to stay connected to my artwork and be making art regularly. So I really appreciate my members' support so much. Your names are on the screen here. I adore you. You all are such legends. Thank you. All the information about the memberships and the different tiers that I have available is in the description box down below. So as I mentioned, today, the day that this video is being uploaded, is my birthday, September 11. It's a very memorable day for reasons. And it's so bizarre to think that exactly this time last year, I was in Vancouver seeing Beyonce.
Do we have any Virgos in the house tonight?
When you love Beyonce as much as I do, and she's playing a show on your birthday, and you haven't travelled for 4 years because of everything post 2020, then you buy yourself a ticket and you go. So that was a huge trip for me, and it was interesting because I used to travel once or twice a year. I'd go overseas with my photography and I would shoot festivals in the US. And I was so used to traveling, and I was working a full-time job on my feet all day, shooting local shows and international acts for a magazine 2 or 3 times a week. Literally the only time I was off my feet was when I was sleeping. And I was traveling so much, and then when 2020 and the pandemic happened, I sort of lost access to all that. There was no travel and there was no gigs, and yeah, it was really such a strange time, but it gave me an opportunity to reconnect with my art. And I mentioned this during my live stream a couple of weeks ago. I didn't get to reconnect with my art because I had downtime and was working from home. I was working a really stressful front-facing retail job as an essential worker, getting paid minimum wage and getting yelled at every day. And it was really, truly awful. And I didn't have my regular outlets of being able to connect with my community and my friends and do my photography and travel. So I got back into painting, which is something that I had wanted to do for years and years and years, because I'd studied as a painter and my major was painting and minor was photography, and then life just sort of pushed the painting aside and everything else became a priority, and I always wanted to get back to it, and I finally sort of made the time to reconnect with that, and it's been really amazing. And interestingly, my life sort of flipped around in 2020, but then it also did exactly 1 year ago, because I caught COVID for the second time at the end of my trip. And it has really, really wrecked me. And this whole last 12 months has been a really frustrating and physically difficult time. So I'm sort of now trying to navigate, like I've got all this time and space to connect with my artwork, which is incredible, but I also got to get the bills paid. So just trying to navigate finding a job that's physically doable, because I can't do the things that I used to do. And yeah, so it's been a very sort of strange year. Creatively, better than ever, but yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm like searching for jobs, trying to find something that's not going to take up all of my time, because I really like the routine that I've got now with making the zine and making the YouTube videos. And you know, I ideally don't want to go back to full-time work. I'm also worried about how physically fatiguing that may be as well, but I'm applying for every work from home position and not having any luck. So yeah, I guess I say all that to say that if you wanted to buy yourself a sticker or prints or anything that I have in my shop, or some coloring pages, as you can see, they're really, really fun to fill out. The first one I used the Arrtx paint markers, and the Aussie one here I'm doing in my Faber Castell polychromos coloured pencils. I absolutely love this picture of Aussie. It's so funny. I loved colouring this in. But yeah, supporting artists and supporting small businesses is really important. And I'm not just saying that because of me. I think just like in general, it's really important to be intentional with where your money goes. You don't have to spend more money, but just be wary of where you're spending it. Because it's hard out here for artists at the moment and creatives. There's a lot of people who are finding it so much tougher than it was this time last year. And I'm sure this will resonate with some of you. Honestly, just watching my videos all the way through is such a huge help. I really appreciate all the support that I'm getting on this channel. I'm growing at such a beautiful, nice, steady pace, and I'm really, really happy with how everything's going. I'm really happy with the videos that I'm making and the community that I'm building here, and I really, really appreciate you all so much. And I'm looking forward to the next live stream and seeing who pops into the chat and having a little talk to you while I'm painting my next painting. If you do have a couple extra bucks, you can head over to my shops or check out the memberships in my Ko-fi. I don't know if I say that right, because I think it's supposed to be like coffee, but it's not spelt that way, so it doesn't feel like I should say it that way. I don't know. But anyway, if you head over to the Ko-fi, you can buy me a coffee. There's a little tip jar, or you can sign up for memberships and get zines sent out to you every month. You can also get an art print on one of the tiers. And I do throw in extras from time to time, like I've sent out a lot of stickers, and like I said, this month the members are getting digital colouring pages for them to download, and that's really cool. I try and give as much as I can. because I really appreciate the support so much. So now our third colouring page, Lana Del Rey, I'm doing in my Ohuhu alcohol markers. And I've been talking so much about myself that I haven't really told you anything about how I made these, but you can just turn me on mute and watch and see the process, I suppose. Or maybe we'll colour some together on live one time. I'll make some more. It really is time for me to make some more colouring pages. Or maybe I'll release the Showgirls ones to the public in a few months. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I sort of initially had this idea that I'd do new ones every month, and then at the end of the year I would have enough to do a book, or after 2 years I could do a book. Maybe I like a calendar or something like that. I really want to do a calendar. I've got so many ideas about things I want to make. So, you know, chipping away, slow and steady, I'll get there. I really have, maybe I'm delusional, but I really have so much faith in my abilities and my ability to create art that I don't see how it wouldn't sustain me eventually, you know? I don't have that kind of imposter syndrome with my artwork, which might sound conceited or something like that, but I really had a lot of imposter syndrome with my photography. Like I always felt like I was a bit of a fraud, like I kind of like lucked into it, even though I did study it. I just never connected with it in a way that I do with my drawing and painting. And I know that doesn't make sense to a lot of people who know me as a photographer, because I achieved so many wonderful things and I loved that part of my life. It really was so fun and fulfilling. But I always thought of myself as a painter who did photography, not the other way around. So I guess it's just a matter of keep working at painting and keep going. And I've submitted to a couple of group shows, so I'm going to be showing, and that was a goal of mine that I've ticked off the list this year. So those shows are happening later in the year, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, I'm not gonna give up. Even if I do have to go back to full-time work, like I will do what I have to do. I will never let my artwork take the back seat like it did. It's way too important to me, and I'm so committed to keeping this channel going and staying in this regular routine that I have of uploading every Wednesday. And if I have to change the live stream times to evenings, then I'll do that. You know, I'll make it work. You know, I do worry about how tired I will be, but you know, I'll figure it out. Yeah. So I guess this was like a long rambling life update of the last 12 months of my life. I guess that's what birthdays do. You kind of reflect on what you've done in the last year. And I've honestly, like, I haven't been out of my house much because it's been really difficult, but I've achieved so many things with my artwork, and I've ticked off a lot of goals that I had. And for that, I'm really thankful, and I'm very proud. And thank you to all of you who make this so fulfilling. Like this video. If you liked this video, consider subscribing to my channel for more art stuff. I upload a new full-length video every Wednesday, and I'm doing live streams every fortnight. At the moment, they've been occurring on Friday mornings Australian time, which is Thursday evenings for the Northern Hemisphere. I might add in a different time slot to switch it up every 2 weeks. I'm keeping everything updated in the community posts, so keep an eye on that and you'll see when I'm going to be streaming. If you've made it to the end of the video, leave this emoji for me to wish me a happy birthday and to boost engagement for the algorithm. That would be an amazing gift to me. So I want to thank you so much for being here and watching it and all your continued support. It really means the world to me, and I hope you also have a really fantastic day. Bye!
Hey, you, yes, oi, you, look at me. The birthday cake is cooked and seasoned beautifully. Yes? Hey, oi, you, happy birthday. Have a great day. Now off out my kitchen.